Hey friends, this is Waylon. It's pretty dark, so I'll get pretty close. I'm a little bit of a eco boy. I like not burning up our planet. So not having great lighting is, I guess, part of that. So today are three mindful tips, which we're doing. I'm offering three mindful tips every Friday. Are going to be pretty simple ones. Number one, we're going to do hot water bottle, which I've got right here. Number two, we're going to do Cameo, the art of the cameo. And number three, we're going to do Moths. So, number one, we heat our whole houses and then we walk around in t-shirts and boxers in the winter. In places like Colorado, there's a foot of snow outside right now. The struggle to stay warm is real. Number one, if we're biking, if we're walking, if we're not in the bubbles of our cars, if we're wearing real coats and all that, hats, gloves, because we're outside sometimes, we'll be more used to the cold and we won't view the cold as some awful thing to be avoided. Ironically, the more we avoid it, the more we want to avoid it. But getting to the specific tip at hand, instead of heating up our whole house like crazy at night when we're home, we can just, get your electric kettle. It doesn't pollute the air as much as one on natural gas, and it's way quicker. And fill up your hot water bottle. Takes about a minute, and then you close it nice and tight, and you put it on your lap, put it on your feet, put it on your back, wherever you want when you're cozying up, watching a movie or whatever with friends or with your sweet self. And then you put blankets on top of you. I have all these wool blankets. We'll get to that later. And cozy time. Instead of heating up the whole world, you're basically heating up right where you are. And to get a little Jimmy Carter about it, I wear a hat at night with little ear muff, not little just ear flaps over my ears because my ears get cold. I actually don't wear my socks at night because it's a little claustrophobic, but my feet get warm. And once they're warm, they stay warm beneath the blankets or with a hot water bottle. And that's it, hot water bottle. You can then even use that water instead of dumping it down the drain. Once it's cooled off, you can put it in plants or you can dump it outside. So don't waste water. That's part of it. All right, number two, the art of the cameo. Tonight, I was invited to this super cool gathering for a new local artisan shop here in town in this beautiful old Victorian that's been empty for 2 years. But it's a foot of snow out. So in my mind, there's already this battle. Should I stay or should I go? If I go, there will be fun. If I stay, there will be cozy. And often in my life, I'm lazy. So at the end of a long week, I decide to stay home instead of going out. And that's fine. Part of Maitri, making friends with ourselves, is being good with our choices, and making choices that are kind for ourselves and for our planet and for others. But I also then sort of guilt trip myself. Oh, I could have connected with all this community. Some of that guilt trip is extra and we can let go of it. But some of it is in the blue zones, areas of the world where people live to more than 100 years old. One of the 6 or 5 qualities of the blue zones is there's nonstop, low-level, ordinary social activity. By low level, I mean you're not making big plans, big dates, but you're just seeing a lot of people. You have a lot of community interactions, and that's super powerful for mental health. So the art of the cameo is, if you're feeling insecure, if you're feeling lazy, whatever it is, go for 5 minutes. Be comfortable enough with yourself to strut on in, talk with some people, look at some stuff, and then leave if you want to. Often you'll wind up having a good time. You stay for 10 minutes, 15, half an hour, 2 hours, but give yourself the permission to leave. In 5 minutes, just go see some people, see some stuff, leave. That's the art of the cameo. It is related to the Irish goodbye, which is, not saying goodbye. You just leave. You don't need to make a big fuss about it. Number 3, moths. How to get rid of these moths. There's a lot of toxic things. There's a lot of things that don't work. One of the most powerful is putting a sweater or two in the freezer, right? If they're cold for a day or two, all the moth babies go away. Sorry, moth babies. But we still have a lot of moths in our other sweaters, in our beautiful blankets or coats that are getting moth bitten. Why are moths such a concern for me? Because I love secondhand wool. I don't love firsthand wool because often wool can be super cruel, but secondhand I love. It's not plastic, super cozy. It's great with water. It's great with warmth. So I have beautiful wool Hudson blankets and, tartan blankets and just tons of blankets. I have tons of sweaters. I have tons of coats. Everything's wool, wool, wool. So how do you keep all that precious stuff from getting torn apart? Some of my stuff has been devoured by moths. Number one, I put them all in a chest. I put them away for the warmer months. And the chest protects them from mice and from moths. A lot of damage can come from mice as well. And then number two, I take them out, and like I just did a day or two ago, big piles of wool sweaters, put them all outside if it happens to be freezing. So put them on a covered porch, wait for it to be freezing, put them on a covered porch, leave them there for 2 days at least. And 2 days of freezing will kill all the moths. And when you do it all at once, you're actually really getting rid of them. Obviously, they can be in the rugs and they can go crazy. But in my experience, they're really just concentrated in dark areas, like in wardrobes, in particularly delicious sweaters or whatever. So I also don't keep my wool. Well, I do keep it in a box where it's dark, but I make sure to take it outside and freeze it. So that's it. Essential oils can work like cedar and stuff with the wood hangers and the wood lined storage boxes don't work that well because the oils dry up and the smell goes away. But if you resprinkle essential oils that they don't like cedar, that can help. All right, that's 3 mindful tips. The first one is an eco one. Second one is a sort of social health, mental health one. And the third one is an eco one. Thank you so much. Please subscribe. Please share. Please help me get this one off the ground. We had to leave my huge YouTube channel where we had 500,000 views and 300,000, yada, yada, behind because for whatever reason, YouTube didn't let Elephant Journal monetize that one. If we can monetize this and grow this, then it sort of pays for our staff time to keep doing our interviews and our videos forever, which would be fun. So have a wonderful day, wonderful evening, and a wonderful, meaningful, helpful, kind, sane, caring life. May it be of benefit.